travel to the other side of the world to go and explore ancient Mesopotamia. I am Chuvik, and I'm the economist.
I'm Pearson Freeman, and I'm the political scientist and geographer.
And I'm Kevin Miller, the archaeologist.
And you're watching 12-Minute News.
Right here, I'm sitting on a mud brick wall on the Tigris River. It is located about 50 miles out of Ord. It is used to stop the flooding. The wall is made out of mud bricks, like how most of the homes in Mesopotamia was built. Unlike the houses, the tallest things in the city, the ziggurats, are made out of limestone and other rocks. The major accomplishment of inventions that they achieved was the creation of the wheel. Their building style was more functional than decorative. They just wanted to build strong houses to stop the flooding that may occur in the city.
Our civilization of Mesopotamia was governed by a king. They were the first civilization that was set of written laws under Hammurabi's code. He was very strict, and the basis of the laws were an eye for an eye or hand for a hand. They began in 5000 BC and emerged as a great civilization for agriculture due to their location. The Assyrians conquered them and put an end to them in 539 BC. Their rulership was a monarchy, and they had very strict laws, especially when Hammurabi became the king. They felt from being taken over by another civilization, and if their location was different, they wouldn't have been as well off as they were, but they wouldn't have been taken over if they had natural barriers.
Mesopotamia was centered in agriculture. It was a fertile crescent, which is the land between the two rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. Flooding was not regular and was unexpected, so it was more difficult to take advantages of the fertile soil the flooding left behind than in Egypt with the Nile River. Since farmers in Mesopotamia were so good at farming, they had a surplus of harvest and could trade with neighboring nations. Mesopotamian people traded food like grain, jewelry like amulets, and other items like the stick. The geography of the Mesopotamian civilization positively affected the trade of the people of Mesopotamia. Trade along rivers is an effective way, like this one, and the Euphrates and Tigris are both available. The Euphrates has long been an essential transport pathway between the Mediterranean coast and the Persian Gulf. The Persian Gulf itself proved itself to be an essential trade way later on. Trade and commerce were a big part of Mesopotamia, as certain resources were not available to the people, such as metals and timber. Trade and commerce advanced the civilization with the resources they didn't have directly available to be available indirectly. Therefore, some of Mesopotamia's development depended on the trade with neighboring civilizations. Thus, some interdependence in other societies was evident given the trade evidence left and the geography of Mesopotamia. The social structure or classes, if you will, weren't that big of a factor that affected a person's life or career as in that lake hinted.
We've been digging next to this river for some time. We finally found this body of a Mesopotamian from around 2000 BC to 1000 BC. This is only one body that we have found. So this person must have been buried beneath their house. Social classes mattered how you got buried. If you were a king, you received large tombs. But in this case, they were buried in a simple pit, covered with a mat. This person had to be a common farmer for them to be buried like this. And due to how close they are to the Tigris River, they had some fertile soil. The Mediterraneans had no hope of any kind of reward of eternal life. During life, each person was under protection of a guardian angel. It was believed that after death, the ghost of the person journeyed to a dark place under the earth called the land of no returns, and would continue forever in a filthful slumber. Right now, their religion was polytheistic, where they worshipped hundreds of gods. like Anu, the god of heaven, and Adad, god of storms. They used cuneiform for their common writing that was phonetic, that people nowadays can understand and read about. No other countries around use cuneiform as their writing. We have found some artifacts somewhere in here of them that they must have gotten buried with. It's a colorful pot and some sort of killing knife for hunting animals if they need it.
Mesopotamia means land between two rivers. These two rivers were the Euphrates and Tigris. It's all arid environment and ranges from the northern areas of rain-fed agriculture to the south where they have irrigation. Agriculture throughout the region has been supplemented by nomadic pastoralism. They were exposed to four bodies of water. They were the Euphrates, Tigris, and Nile River, and also the Mediterranean Sea. The geography of Mesopotamia helped them with their agriculture because they had the Euphrates and Tigris River, which they irrigated to their farmland, and it helped them with developing their agriculture. The civilization was located in modern-day Assyria, Iraq, Baghdad, and Iran. Mesopotamia was located between the Tigris and Euphrates River, near the Persian Gulf also. The location of their civilization helped them with trading, agriculture, cultural diffusion, and technology. And they were exposed to big bodies of water which helped them with many things.
And now during this time, we'll have a word from our sponsors for their commercials.
Go.
This is a wheel that we made out of bronze, and it's one of a 4-piece set.
This wheel is sold at a really nice deal. Some people would consider this a really good steal. If you buy this, you could buy a really nice meal, and all it can do is just make you feel good.
If you buy 2 of them, you get the other 2 free. And it's very sturdy because it's made of bronze. And it has ridges right here, so it'll never come loose.
We've had our finest Mesopotamian metalworkers who have been training for years at this job. These wheels, compared to neighboring nations' wheels, are better than them because we have people dedicated to this job and working hard.
They're very expensive, but it's definitely worth it.
These wheels are worth only 20 hogans. Sure, that could be a big price, but these are very rare.
It's very mobile, we'd like to see. You can move up to 342 miles per hour.
When you buy these, we will have an instructor teaching you how to use this and about the safety guidelines about this. And
Okay.
this is a not that fragile but heavy but useful tool.
You can use it on anything from a chariot to farm vehicle thing.
This wheel, this wheel is rare around these parts because bronze isn't that hard to make and resources aren't that available.
It won't do this. Vehicles.
Have you ever felt the need to write down something so you can keep it as a reminder, or for memory, or just for the sake of writing? Well, we have just the thing for you. Us Mesopotamians have clay tablets written in cuneiform, and we have been giving quality writing to our people for the longest time. We have scribes who have been working and dedicated their jobs just to giving the best writing possible to the Mesopotamians. We over here have a youngster over here working, and he's been training for a couple of years. He's one of the best in the class. Alright, Bobby, what are you writing?
H-I. Hive.
Oh, can you write clay for us? Yes, that's very nice.
C.
Ladies and gentlemen of Mesopotamia, do you see how beautiful that is?
O. Up.
This student is better than me than the age I was when he was.
C-L-A-Y.
Clay. Alright, thank you, Bobby.
No problem.
As you can see, that this clay tablet is actually very fine, flat, and it's really easy to work with. If you let this dry, you can see they'll say "Hi, clay." Now, if you want to get rid of it, you just gotta flatten the place, and you can read right over it. Remember to keep sure that it's moist and nice, and so it won't be dry. Once you're done, we'll have instructors telling you what to do if you're lost, or you can just have one of our people write it for you. We charge clay tablet writing at 2 hogans per sentence, and the sentence has to be from 5 to 10 words. This clay tablet can fit around 300 to 400 words, and we have a deal giving if you buy 5 clay tablets, you get the 6th one for free. So, let me ask you, Mesopotamia people, when you want something in clay, who do you have to pay? Us. We will make you all not come in shame.
Alright, go.
Oh, we're back from our commercials. Oh, and now here's some bloopers for your entertainment.
Right now we're on the Tiger Strip, where there are many dangerous animals. Hey, what's this?
Look at this creature over here. This creature over here walking out, trying to find prey.
Go.
What's that?
It's a wheel, you dumb.
Then in Egypt with the Nile River. Since farmers
Be well where they're crowned. Like I was saying.
Egypt with the Nile River. Since farmers
Alright, go.
so what?
Alright, shut up!
I'm ready.
Look at that creature over there.
I'm ready.
So Christian, what's
Right now we are 50 miles out of Earth, and we're standing on a mud brick wall.
what?